15 would turn down below this zone. You can treat that as being able to take sell signals. Stop still the same on the ES. You can move your stop down a little bit on the YM. Those that are in that may want to lock in somewhere around, say 542 on the YM. House money. Those that are short, just stay in your short trade. Getting close to the open. Again, everybody knows those that are newer, you wait 6 minutes from the open. Very rarely does 9:45 come around and we haven't found a good trade with the trend. Very rarely. So the idea would be, guys, write this down. You need to be intensely focused. Intensely focused until you see your opportunity. Then once you get in the trade, you relax. So now you're in a zone on the YM. Might want to squeeze your stop a little bit more. All right. Everybody's got their notes, right? You guys ready? Hey, if we stay below the zone on the YM, and for the ES traders, you stay below this upper zone here, this the upper zone, the zone below current price. Obviously, below this zone on the YM, it's a downtrend. And again, with the ES, below this zone, 15 is going to turn down. You're below the R1 level. You guys saw this play out yesterday. So because now you got the buy signal coming out of a zone. Just want to use a little bit more confluence with that. Maybe a W. I'll squeeze that stop down. ES stop, pretty much the same. And we are open for business. Where's the bell? Ding, ding, ding. Those that were short can stay short. Those that aren't trading the open, just be patient. Wait the 6 minutes. You'll get your opportunities. Now the YM, you can treat this like a bigger W. Yes, you're still kind of treating this spot as a W. These are the days that will screw up the less experienced traders. So you're not just pressing the buy button every time you get a buy signal. More confluence, the better. Couple more minutes. Gotta trend people. You still look at those short signals. Yes, people that were short, just stay short. Everybody else, you're waiting the 6 minutes. Little support on the YM. Little support area on the YM. If that breaks, you definitely want to stay short. Same on the ES. Support area here. Same here. On the ES. All right. Anybody grab that YM first touch real short that has permission to trade the open? And you guys do that or just stay short? Good job, green jeans. $22 seems to be the number that's been pretty that's right, Boss Hog. 22 seems to be the number that has on the ES has been the kind of area that and we did this a few months ago. 22 seems to be the area that if you're short below it, you're doing well. If you're long above it, you're doing well.
Yeah.
All right, on the YM, those that are in it, squeeze that stop down just a little bit more. And stay on the short side on the YM, guys. Yes, you could probably squeeze your stop down a little bit. Treat this little guy right here as your W, if you will. Buy signal on the YM as well. Again, trend traders, please be patient. Now you have the YM in a downtrend. W from a prior swing on the YM. So you might want to be flat on that short trade on the YM. Again, you can now treat this little spot on the ES. Treat this little spot like a little W trade if it wants to pop back up. But again, I want to give you guys some caution on the long side just right now. Sitting on the pivot with the YM.
There's your 6 minutes.
And you're free to trade around the world. Ding.
We need that sound clip.
All right. We need that sound clip. And you had right at 9:35 little buy signal on the YM. Anyone do the YM buy signal here? Anyone do that? Use stochastics today. They're going to help you out a lot. Smooth hooks and stochastics. Give you those good buy signals. Good job, Fritz. Nice little buy signal. Again, the zones, guys. Those zones are going to help you. Stops up a little bit before he's out. Yes, still wants to move down some. 16 typical sell signal on the YM. Would be patient. Again, guys, we're going to focus on the zones today. Sell signal again on the YM, guys. Stay short on the ES. You're just staying short. Just keep squeezing that stop down a little bit on the ES. Staying short right now. You could probably use this little wiggle on the ES as a stop. So around 2050. Sorry, 2650. Decent little stop for the ES. Newer traders that are trading the YM, you know what we always say about the pivot, right? Beware the pivot, especially on the YM. You get chopped up a lot on the pivot with the YM. So let it swing away from it. Again, here's another thought to put in your minds today, guys. How many times have you seen market wiggle around, and then it'll swing away, and then the very next trade, it's a great trade? Often, right? Often lately. Trade Deaton. Guys, staying short on the ES. Now you're staying short on the YM. Moving your stop down a little bit. What is it? Yeah, that's funny. I think we said we could see another reversal day. Put that in your big thought process. Today could look just like yesterday. Now you're acting as if the ES is in a downtrend. YM bouncing back and forth. So you're trading both ways with the swings, guys. YM, if you don't get a new little high here, you get a new little swing high here on the YM, guys, you're definitely going to want to sell it. Trade, boss hog. Yes, folks. How many people are still short on the ES? I think D Nice, a couple other people. Squeezing those stops down a little bit more. Good job. Way to knock it out early. At least maybe somewhere around 23, 25 is a good stop. Nice little M starting to form on the ES. As far as that goes, YM got a nice little first touch rule and M starting to form. Saw M there. Again, guys, those of you that are newer, be patient. Unless you are able to, there you go, Deaton. Unless you're able to, I mean, you look at this on the ES, unless you're able to see these little W's happen fast and you get in those trades, relatively decent price, you're going to pass on it. Now, you confirm this little first touch rule on the ES, maybe like a 9-tick rule on the short side. If it doesn't happen, you're going to stay on the long trade. A little bit of confusion here. Good non-trade. Let's call it that. Good non-trade.
Right.
Just warned you guys of this a couple minutes ago. Literally just warned you guys. Those beware the pivots. Beware the pivot. That will chew people up. Well, M first touch rule starting to form on the ES. I say this every day, every single day. Just because I'm talking through a trade doesn't mean you press a button. You got to look and say, hey, look, is this trade in my trade plan? If the answer is no, you don't take it. If it is, you take it, like now, or you already were in it, or you did the M, and you got targets off. Then switch to the S chart. If you did this little M, trade that like a little M from the zone, right? Trust the zones today. Then you got targets off, and it may come back and take your stop. Oh well. If it doesn't, you should be in no lose on the stop. And if it takes it, it takes it. Great. Just do it again later. How many days, how many times, guys, have we said we want to see the swings? We want to see the swings. There's been day after day after day. If you just let it swing a little bit and take the next trade, guess what it turns into? How many times in the past week, 2 weeks? What? A little frog in my throat this morning. Geez. How many times, guys? almost daily in the past 2 weeks, have we seen those swings happen the very next trade that comes from the swing tends to be a good trade. Look at this, guys. ES bouncing right off the support level that we talked about. 15-minute, 60 zones. Look for your support and resistance levels. Don't be married to a trade either. Don't get married to a trade thinking it's going to be a runner. This is why we use targets. Get targets off. The YM, you're going to get a breakout here soon. The ES is going to do exactly what it's doing right now. It's going to give you a trade signal. Then it's going to fake you out, go the other direction. If you're not good at getting targets off, you don't trade the ES right now. That's all there is to it. Another short signal in the ES coming right now. And you're going to take the breakout trade on the YM. Our swing low on the YM. That's going to give you some good idea that you can sell the morning, right? Watch for support. All right. Target should be off on the ES short. And you may still just be being patient on the YM. This is true, guys. You get I love that green jeans. Guys want to get married to a trade today, you will probably end up worse than 50% actually. That's funny, green jeans. And true though. Very true. How many of you guys took the short signal on the ES from the zone like I just talked about? Anybody do it? In today, good job. Trust the zones. Get your targets off. Those of you that caught the short trade earlier, great job. And you see this often, guys. And think about it. You get a good little push up in the overnight session. What tends to happen in the morning? A good push up in the overnight session. What tends to happen in the mornings? The sell off. What have we seen this morning? A little bit of a sell off. Look at that, guys, on the YM. Straight from resistance, sold off. Look at it on the ES, guys. Straight from the resistance, sold off. Always a good idea that that's going to happen when you see it. Targets off on the breakout with the YM. Make your stop to a no lose. And I'm going to tell you guys, and you guys aren't going to hear this, but those still struggling to get profitable, this is a good environment to be in sim. I know you guys don't want to hear that. Everybody wants to make money. Yeah. You get, I mean, there's no longer really gaps, but you get to push down and kind of like a gap. It acts like a gap fill. You're right, Matt. Yeah. Or sit on your hands, guys. Coach Hugo's got it right. People don't want to hear this, but let's just call it what it is. Go ahead,
That should
Paul,
be.
sorry.
I'm just saying that should be an indication Coach Hugo's sitting on his hands. That doesn't tell you something, right?
Right. Everybody that took the short from the zone on the ES, bring your stop down a little bit. Probably 21 is a good stop on the ES. Those that did the breakout on the YM, just bring your stop down some. 497 might be a good one. See a lot of two-way trading in this time of the year, actually, just in general, this time of the year, you see a lot of two-way trading. In general. So again, you're treating the ES as a downtrend now, guys. Cleaning and greasing up his printer.
Yeah, right.
Stay short on the ES. No reason to be out. Squeeze the stop down a little bit more. You're probably looking at 20 as your stop on the ES is a good little stop, or just attached to the parabolic, one or the other. Miami might want to be a little tighter. It's the only trade you take today, guys. Yeah, slowest time of the year. That's what I've been preaching that for. Paul's been saying it.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks now, guys. So you get your 1 or 2 trades, and I'm telling you guys, if you're struggling to be profitable, take 1 or 2 trades from the zones, and you're done. That's it for you today. That's all you do.
Yeah.
1 or 2 trades from the zones, and you're done today. Say that again. Put it in the alerts. Let's say it 16 times again today. 1 or 2 trades from the zones. That's it today. A couple more ticks on the ES. This little W forms. So you probably 1850 now on the ES. 1850. You're flat on the YM short. Be a little bit closer. 18. 18 on the ES. And now you're just looking for a sell signal on the YM from the zone. Or if you're not trading around the pivot, you're not trading. This in the alerts real quick. Structural, YM. Yeah, Matt, you are correct. The overall trend is still long for the ES. However, again, as we saw yesterday, Matt, right, about 15 minutes ago, 15 turns down, you stay below this zone, treat it as a downtrend. It's following suit with the YM. So again, guys, let's see. Sorry, let me get back to the ES. One of those, and this doesn't happen that often, but this time of year, you're going to see that. In times where the YM leads, if you will, as far as trend, you really want to use a pivot level and the 15-minute chart to say, okay, well, what does the ES want to do constantly, guys? Let's look at it this way. What does the ES constantly want to do? Which has more price manipulation, ES or YM? And we do have news at
Yes.
10. Oh, the Boss Hog already put in. Sorry. There we go. Captain K said it too. I was just about to say that, guys. Yeah, I like 1750 right now. Win the day. 19 is probably okay too. Obviously, you got a little first touch rule on the YM. Got a couple targets off. Still in this range, choppy range. Couldn't quite push just slightly below that prior swing. So you're just watching these two areas. This area on the YM, this swing, and this swing. This is your area. Below, you're going to sell it heavy. Above, probably turning back to an uptrend, right? So you got to watch these prior swings. So again, I'm asking the question, guys. What does the ES like to do? There's going to be more manipulation in the ES on a regular basis than the YM. There's your signals from the zone on the YM. Gotta be quick to take those targets off. Still in the short on the ES, guys. No reason to be out. Big winner on the ES. A little bit of news at 10, but didn't look like it affected things too much except for nothing.
Yeah.
All right, now you should have your targets off on the YM. Definitely having targets off now on the YM. ES, no reason to be out of the short. Unless you reshorted this little rally here, then your target should be off on that as well. Overbought stochastics, hook down. Now you're just looking around for those support areas. And or to the Ys, probably want to be patient again with the YM. Being patient. If you got your targets off on that last one, you got flat. On the YM, you simply just treat this like an M if it forms. If not, back to an uptrend. Same on the ES here. Now you're probably treating this like a little M if it forms. It's not. Wait for the zones. Say that 15 more times today. You want to trade through this and give back money, do it. If you don't, be patient. Wait for the swing. Look what happens, guys. Swing, good trade. Swing, good trade. See that? Does everybody see that? Good job, win today. Yes, thank you. Finally, win today answers. The ES is constantly going to want to take stops. Now you're seeing that in the YM2. It's trying to take stops. It's trying to get people into that short trade and then take the stop. Tries to get them in short trade, take the stop. This is why we take targets fast. Take your targets fast. You're probably flat on the ES as well now, guys. You've had a few good opportunities with the YM. Maybe you didn't take this earlier one. 937. Took this one, got a couple points. Took a little breakout that I talked to you guys through. Took a couple points. First touch where we got a couple points. Then you chilled out. Yes. You had a couple opportunities here, right? Right, guys? Nice little M form. Some people got short early. Low bought stochastics, first touch rule. That was it. That's it so far. Now, you could have done the counter trend long or the long on the ES. Nothing wrong with that. Follow the rules. Lo and behold, look at that, guys. What happened with the ES? Look, I mean, just pay attention to what's going on, guys. 60, 15 zones. Said that all morning. Came right off of this little area of support. That, if we looked at the YM, you would see a little swing low here. Look at that. Little overnight support. All right. M forming on the YM here. If you wait for the swings and you're patient, you're going to get decent trades. There's your M. There's your sell signal in the ES. And tick rule. All right, everybody, targets off. YM, break of the overnight support. Definitely want to be short heavier. Yes, just lock in a couple more ticks. How many people are on the short side now? Overbought stochastics. Look down. You could have even treated on the wrong chart. Overbought stochastics. Little tiny M form. The nice is still in. Nice job. Good job, guys. So you have your chances from the zone. Again, zones working, right? Look at this, guys. Zones are working. Look at the ES. Zone working. Well, doubly confirm. You treat that like an M. A lot easier for these big boys and girls to do this price manipulation when the volume's lower. Started high, typically means that you're going to start seeing selling early. Guess what we saw? Some selling early. It's clean hook and stochastics with YM, ES. You know, people hate hearing don't hate hearing the words.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully, you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, please visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach, as well as access to our indicators, live classes, and training modules. Visit libertytradingclub.com to register for your 3-day trial. Please like, subscribe, and share.